What is going on, everyone? One of the position groups that has been playing very well as of late has been the offensive line, and this offensive line has been mixed around all year. There has been injuries all year, and even one retirement, right? We haven't forgot about that, and the past 2 weeks they have been playing very well. Only 3 sacks allowed, and this is against the Cowboys, who had the best pass rush in the NFL. This was against the Chiefs, who had another very good pass rush, and then last against the Tennessee Titans, only 1 sack allowed. And man, this has you wondering, can this O-line build, is this one position group where you can feel comfortable going into the offseason? Because there's not going to be a lot going in. This team is still very, very bad, right? You're 2-12-1, but the offensive line, if they continue to play like this against the Jacksonville, is going to be another good test, and then finish it off against the Colts. Well, maybe you just need one or more pieces to make that offensive line much more better than what it is next year, and you have something for the offense. Everyone knows for a good offense, you need a good line. It is the foundation for the offense and the way you score points. But before we talk about this really good group, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, definitely do that on Twitter. It is at 713HSP on Instagram. That is 713 Houston Sports. I will drop those links down below. Let's talk some football, man. Let's build some social media and let's have a good time. Now, this offensive line, like I said, has been playing very good as of late. And you have to shout out the tackle duo. Some saying one of the best tackle duos in the NFL. And the anchor of this offensive line, the leader, and that is number 78, Lermy Tunsil, who is having an all-pro season. Only 1 sack allowed all year, right? Great game against the Philadelphia Eagles. A solid game against the Cowboys. Shut Micah Parsons down. And this is someone who has only 1 year left on his contract into, next year. He wants an extension. He wants to stay in Houston. And Lermy Tunsil, there was a tweet that said that he wants to reset the tackle market. And this is the exact guy that you do that for. 28 years old, Lermy Tunsil. There was some questions coming into this offseason, right? He quote unquote quit on his last year, got injured, and missed more than half the year. But this season has been one of the few bright spots for offense. And no matter who the QB is, whether it was Kyle Allen or Driscoll or Davis Mills, they were protected for Lermy Tunsil. And if you're thinking about the future, whether it's Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, or still Davis Mills, you want number 78 back there protecting their blind side. Shout out to Lermy Tunsil. He is a captain. He got that C. He definitely deserves it. His partner in crime, Titus Howard, there were so much questions going into this offseason, right? He's been moved all around, and is he finally going to be in his natural spot, which is right tackle? Can he be good? And the question was yes. So good, in fact, that they wanted to give a look at Charlie Heck, right? Charlie Heck, the past 3 games, has been playing good as of late. Like I said, this whole offensive line, only 3 sacks allowed in the past 3 games against very good pass rushes. The Cowboys, one of the best in the league. So was the Chiefs. And you just, pretty much shut down the Tennessee Titans. I like this tackle duo. I like Charlie Heck. I like the fact that Titus Howard has just bounced back over, the 2 years of just being consistently moved around. Shout out to Titus Howard. The interior of the offensive line, this is where it gets kind of questionable and iffy for me because, starting with the right guard, AJ Cann, I think he's done a solid job, but you still need to upgrade that position in the offseason. And there is some guys out there, right? The guard from the Lions, Evan Brown, he's pretty good. The guy from the Titans, he's good, but he does have some injury concerns. But I think AJ Cann, a veteran, someone who was coming off of, an injury season in Jacksonville. He followed our offensive line coach here and has played, like I said, very solid, but you still need to upgrade that going into the offseason. The center position, let's not forget, it started out as Justin Britt, and it only took us 1 game to realize he should never snap the football ever again. We haven't seen him since week 1. It's been Scott Quisenberry, and Scott Quisenberry had maybe 3 good games, and then we realized why he was a backup. You definitely need to upgrade the center position, whether that's in the offseason. You take another shot at Bradley Bozeman. He only signed for $8 million with the Panthers on a 1-year deal. You didn't get him last year. Bring him in this year. Or the young center from the Minnesota Vikings, 25, about to be 26 years old. You might have to throw the bag at him. Nonetheless, the center position needs to be upgraded. And the left guard, it started out as Justin McCray, didn't work out there. Justin McCray has not been good at the left guard position. Kenyon Green, our first round pick, started off very strong and then slowly regressed and had one of the worst passing performances and run game performances this whole season by a rookie offensive lineman for the Houston Texans. But I'm not worried whatsoever. My fault, boys. I still think that Kenyon Green is going to be very solid for us and someone that is going to be good next year. He just needs to lose some weight, build some muscle. But overall, I am very confident and excited for the future with this O-line. This is the best it's been in a number of years. It now needs to get better. Have a solid game against the Jaguars. Finish up strong against the Colts. And let's see what we have in 2023. As always, go Texans, go Astros, go Rockets, go Houston. You guys have a very blessed day.